Most people spend their entire lives chasing peace in the wrong places. But 2,000 years ago, philosophers uncovered a path to unshakable calm, and you've had access to it this whole time without knowing. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that the endless anxiety, the racing thoughts, the feeling of being overwhelmed, none of it controls you. That your mind, though wild and restless, is something you can master. This is the power of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy born in the heart of Rome and Athens, forged in the fires of war, political chaos, and personal hardship. Its greatest teachers, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, weren't just thinkers. They were warriors of the mind, fighting to remain serene amid the storm. At the core of Stoicism is a radical truth. You cannot control what happens to you, but you always have control over how you respond. This idea might sound simple, but it holds the secret to conquering stress and anxiety in our modern lives. The external world will always be unpredictable, full of unexpected setbacks, judgment, loss, and change. But the way you meet these challenges defines your inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, one of the last great Roman emperors, ruled a vast empire filled with turmoil, betrayal, and war. Yet in his private journal, Meditations, he reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What does this mean for you? It means that while you can't control the chaos around you, you can shape your inner world. You can build a fortress of calm within. The Stoics taught a practice called the dichotomy of control, a simple but profound division of everything that happens in life into two categories: what is within your control and what is not. Your thoughts, your choices, your actions are within your control. But other people's opinions, the economy, the weather, and countless other external events are not. Anxiety arises when we try to control what's outside our power. When you obsess over how others see you, when you fixate on outcomes you cannot guarantee, you give away your peace. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher and advisor to emperors, wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." How often do your fears turn out to be exaggerations? How much time have you lost drowning in worries that never come true? Stoicism invites you to step back and observe your thoughts as if they were passing clouds, not permanent, not defining you. You are the observer, the silent witness. This shift in perspective is the first step to freedom from anxiety. One of the most transformative Stoic exercises is negative visualization. Imagining the loss of what you love or the worst possible outcomes. While it sounds grim, it actually deepens appreciation and prepares your mind to face change without panic. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do, say, and think. In our culture, we avoid thinking about loss and death, but the Stoics saw this as a source of clarity. Accepting impermanence frees you from clinging to illusions and allows you to live fully in the moment. Stoicism does not promise a life without pain or hardship. Rather, it teaches how to face pain with courage, to transform suffering into wisdom. Epictetus, who was born a slave and crippled, said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In today's world, we are taught to numb discomfort through distractions, endless busyness, or denial. But the Stoics advise the opposite. Turn toward discomfort, learn from it, and use it as a path to growth. When anxiety arises, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What false belief is it exposing? How can I become stronger here, even in chaos? The Stoics practiced stillness. Marcus Aurelius found peace within, even while leading armies. He wrote, "Know where you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul." Imagine reclaiming that inner sanctuary amid your daily struggles. Stoicism is a training for life. Notice your reactions when someone cuts you off, when criticism stings, when fear grips you. Pause. Ask, is this within my control? If no, release it. If yes, respond wisely. This practice builds resilience and calm over time. Remember, much of our suffering comes not from events themselves, but from how we interpret them. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this, you have the power to revoke at any moment." Our minds tend to catastrophize, turning small troubles into disasters. The Stoics cut through this by facing facts without exaggeration. It happened. What now? From that clarity comes peace and wise action. Though modern life can feel isolating, Stoicism reminds us we are part of a larger whole. Marcus Aurelius saw humanity as one organism. When one suffers, all suffer. When one grows, all grow. This sense of unity breeds compassion and patience. Modern Stoicism is not about suppressing emotions, but mastering them. It means feeling deeply, but choosing your response consciously. It means loving impermanence, but embracing the present. It means holding peace inside while the world storms around you. The ancient Stoics endured exile, war, illness, and death, yet discovered wisdom that turns adversity into strength. That wisdom is yours today. It only asks that you turn inward and claim it. The wisdom of Stoicism continues to guide us through the chaos of modern life. One of the most powerful tools the Stoics used is the practice of mindfulness, not in the New Age sense, but as a deliberate, constant awareness of one's thoughts and judgments. Epictetus taught that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them. Imagine waking each day with the clear intention to watch your mind, to catch the moment when a negative thought or judgment tries to take root. This simple act of awareness breaks the cycle of automatic reactions that fuel anxiety and stress. In our fast-paced world, distractions abound, pulling our attention in every direction. The Stoics remind us to cultivate focus, to anchor ourselves in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to live each day as if it were your last, not as a morbid thought, but as a call to presence and purpose. By embracing the present fully, the endless worries about the past or future lose their grip. Another key Stoic principle is the acceptance of fate, or amor fati, love of fate. This means embracing whatever happens, good or bad, as necessary and valuable. Instead of resisting hardship, Stoics encourage us to see obstacles as opportunities for growth. Seneca wrote, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." This mindset transforms adversity into a teacher. Practicing amor fati means shifting from victimhood to empowerment. When faced with setbacks, instead of despairing, ask, what lesson does this challenge offer? How can I respond with wisdom? This attitude builds resilience and transforms stress into strength. Stoics also emphasize the importance of virtue, living according to reason, courage, justice, and temperance. They believed that true happiness arises from living virtuously rather than chasing external pleasures or avoiding pain. In a world obsessed with material success and instant gratification, this ancient ideal offers profound guidance. Imagine valuing integrity and kindness above wealth or fame. Picture making decisions based on what is right, not what is easy or popular. This alignment with virtue creates a deep, lasting peace that no external circumstance can shake. The Stoics also practiced gratitude, not as a fleeting feeling but as a daily discipline. By focusing on what they had rather than what they lacked, they cultivated contentment. This mindset contrasts sharply with today's culture of comparison and endless desire. Gratitude quiets the mind and opens the heart. To put Stoicism into practice, start small. Each morning, reflect on the challenges you might face and prepare your mind to meet them calmly. Throughout the day, monitor your thoughts and reactions. When anxiety or anger arise, remind yourself of the dichotomy of control and choose your response consciously. In the evening, review your day with honesty and compassion. Celebrate moments where you responded wisely and identify where you can improve. This reflective practice deepens self-awareness and strengthens your mental resilience. It's important to remember that Stoicism is not about becoming emotionless or indifferent. Rather, it teaches mastery over destructive emotions and encourages the cultivation of positive ones: joy, love, and serenity. This balance allows you to live fully and freely, no matter what life throws your way. Modern science increasingly supports many Stoic insights. Research on mindfulness and cognitive behavioral therapy echoes Stoic techniques of reframing thoughts and focusing on what is controllable. Neuroscience reveals that changing your mindset can rewire your brain, reducing anxiety and improving well-being. This blend of ancient philosophy and modern psychology makes Stoicism a practical, effective tool for anyone struggling with stress and anxiety today. As you continue exploring Stoicism, remember that it is a lifelong journey, not a quick fix. Like any skill, it requires patience, practice, and persistence. But the rewards, inner peace, clarity, and strength are worth every effort. Stoicism offers practical exercises designed to strengthen your mind and calm your emotions, turning philosophy into action. One of the most powerful is the evening reflection. Before sleep, take a few moments to review your day. What did you do well? Where did you lose your composure? Did you react to something outside your control? This honest self-examination, free of judgment, helps you learn and grow. Marcus Aurelius called this his personal, nightly review, a tool to improve daily. Another essential practice is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and reflections clarifies your mind and makes abstract ideas concrete. Epictetus advised his students to keep daily notes of their progress, struggles, and insights. This habit builds self-awareness and creates a record of your growth over time. Negative visualization is another cornerstone exercise. By imagining losing what you cherish most, you prepare your mind to face loss without panic. This does not mean dwelling on tragedy, but acknowledging impermanence and deepening gratitude for the present. Seneca taught that this practice makes life's blessings feel more precious and less fragile. The practice of voluntary discomfort is less known, but equally impactful. The Stoics believed that by willingly experiencing minor hardships, like cold showers, fasting, or giving up comforts, you train your mind to face real challenges with courage and resilience. It reduces fear of suffering and strengthens your ability to endure adversity. Mindful breathing and presence are also vital. When anxiety rises, grounding yourself in the breath anchors your awareness in the present, breaking the cycle of worry. This simple technique, practiced by Stoics and modern therapists alike, calms the nervous system and centers the mind. Stoicism also encourages community and connection. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that humans are social beings, and true wisdom includes kindness, patience, and justice towards others. Cultivating compassion reduces isolation and nurtures inner peace. In the modern world, these ancient practices have been adapted into powerful tools like cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, which helps people reframe negative thoughts and control emotional responses. Learning from Stoicism, CBT teaches that while we cannot change all external events, we can change our interpretation and reaction. Incorporating Stoic exercises into your daily routine might look like this. Start your day with a moment of intention, reminding yourself what is within your control. Face the day's challenges with calm acceptance. Use mindful breathing to stay grounded. Journal your reflections each evening, and practice gratitude and compassion in all interactions. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, but progress. Stoicism teaches that growth comes from consistent effort, from returning to your practice each day, even when you falter. By cultivating these habits, you build an inner fortress of calm that is unshaken by external storms. Stress and anxiety become manageable, not because the world changes, but because you have changed. The wisdom of the Stoics offers a pathway to live fully, courageously, and peacefully, no matter what life throws your way. It invites you to step into your power, to master your mind, and to find freedom in acceptance. The final truth Stoicism reveals is that life itself is unpredictable and fleeting. Yet within this impermanence lies the opportunity for profound freedom. By accepting that nothing lasts forever, joy, pain, success, failure, we begin to live with greater presence and gratitude. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself to love the hand that fate deals you. This radical acceptance does not mean resignation, but embracing life fully, with all its beauty and challenges. Stress and anxiety often arise from resistance, our mind fighting against reality, wishing things were different. The Stoics taught that suffering is not caused by events themselves, but by our judgments about them. When you shift your perspective and choose to accept what is, you dissolve much of the inner turmoil. Another cornerstone of Stoic thought is the cultivation of virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Living virtuously is the highest good and the path to true contentment. It means acting with integrity even when it is difficult, choosing kindness over anger, and tempering desires that lead to dissatisfaction. This emphasis on character aligns closely with modern psychological findings. True well-being stems not from external success or material gain, but from living according to one's values. The Stoics remind us that we have agency over our character and choices, even when circumstances are harsh. In applying Stoicism today, start by embracing small daily practices. Face difficulties with patience, respond to insults with calmness, and treat others with compassion. When overwhelmed, return to your breath and remind yourself what is within your control. Regularly reflect on your progress, And remember that setbacks are part of growth. The ancient Stoics lived in turbulent times, yet their teachings have endured because they address the universal human condition. In our modern, hectic world, their wisdom offers a refuge, a way to find peace amidst chaos, strength in adversity, and joy in the present moment. Ultimately, Stoicism invites us to become architects of our inner lives. It empowers us to break free from the chains of anxiety and fear, to stand steady like a rock in the storm. It calls us to live with courage, clarity, and compassion. So, as you move forward, remember these words from Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. The journey to peace begins not outside but within. Will you take the first step?